Hello everyone, welcome to In 5 Minutes. Continuing with the question paper made in 2015, the next question is on mesh analysis. The question is find the current through 1 ohm resistance using mesh analysis. This is my 1 ohm resistance through which we have to find out the current. So as you can see, it's a very simple circuit that is given to us. The very first step in the mesh analysis is to identify the number of meshes that we have and define the currents in both the meshes. So as you can see this is my mesh number 1, this is my mesh number 2. So there are basically two meshes. I will define clockwise currents in both the meshes, so I1 and I2, and you can see I2 will also become current through 1 ohm resistance. So we have to write down the two mesh equations and solve them simultaneously and get the value of I2. So let us write down the equation first in the mesh number 1. We will start from this point. When I go from negative to positive polarity, the voltage will be positive, there will be rise in the voltage, so plus 10. Current I1 is flowing in upward direction through 5 ohm resistance. So when a current flows in the upward direction and we are also traveling in the upward direction, that means in the same direction as that of the flow of current, the voltage will be negative, there will be drop in the voltage, so we call it minus 5 I1. Similarly, if I proceed further, it will be minus 3 I1 because we are in the same direction of current. When we pass through 4 ohms, it is being shared by both the meshes. In such a case, downward current, which has the same direction as I1, will be nothing but I1 minus I2. And we are also traveling downward, so the drop will be negative minus 4 and the current will be I1 minus I2. And then we come back to the same point, so my equation ends here. If we simplify this, I'll keep 10 on one side, of minus 5, minus 3 and minus 4 on the other side will become 8 plus 4, 12 I1. And this will be plus 4 I2, on the other side will be minus 4 I2. So finally I can divide throughout by 2 and my equation will become 6 I1 minus 2 I2 equal to 5. So that's my first equation between I1 and I2. Let us now apply KVL in mesh number 2. So this was KVL in mesh 1 and now we will write down KVL in mesh 2. So KVL in mesh 2 will be written for I2, will be traveling in the clockwise direction once again. Let us start from this particular point. The first drop will be across 3 ohm. I2 flows towards right. We are also traveling in the clockwise direction and hence towards right. So the first drop will be negative minus 3 I2. Next will be voltage across 1 ohm, current flows in downward direction, so it will be minus 1 into I2. The next will be current through the voltage drop across 4 ohm. Now this time we may define current flowing in upward direction, which is same as that of I2. So the current this time in upward direction will be I2 minus I1, which is very obvious. If the downward current was I1 minus I2, in the same branch the current flowing in the opposite direction has to be I2 minus I1. So because we are also traveling in the upward direction, so the drop will be negative minus 4. This time I2 minus I1 equal to 0. So if we rearrange the terms, I will first write down the term corresponding to I1, which is 4 I1 minus this is going to be 3 plus 1, that is 4 plus 4 8, I2 equal to 0. So that's my second equation. So now I can solve the two equations simultaneously and find out the value of I2. If you want, you can cancel this factor of 4 from this equation. That will give you I1 minus 2I2 equal to 0. You can also take this as your final equation. You can call it equation number 2. So if I solve 1 and 2, the values for currents I1 and I2 that we get are I1 will come out to be 1 ampere and I2 will come out to be 0.5 amperes. So we were looking for current through 1 ohm resistance, which was nothing but I2. So therefore my answer becomes current through 1 ohm resistance, which is I2, is equal to 0.5 amperes.